Hej, no z tej strony to jest Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
This one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis.
Przydałoby się, żebym odwiedził parę handlarzy, by wykupić materiały do ulepszeń. Wszak mam 3000 srebra. Tym nic nie robię.
Good to see you, darling.
I entered Yorkshire to meet Halfdan Jarl, and I left a friend of Halfdan the King. We have an oath at last.
Good. Very good.
To nie to. Półka? Boskie się dziwię. Ale zostaje Moira. Coś tam się zaczęło dziać. To tam będzie na mnie czekać. Tam powinien być jakiś fast travel. Okay. Jakiś fast travel od razu pod tą liczbę. Pałac. Jeden pies.
I wonder how Halfdan fares, now that he sits on the throne. Moira may know. Moira, is something wrong?
Weep for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten worse?
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and sadness.
I could speak with him. Where is he now?
Wandering the fields of Pittaringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him. Thank you, Moira.
Pittaringa is in the east. Just follow the road to Scarborough.
Ej, gdzie? Chłopie, gdzie żeś kurwa polas? No. Już docieram. Gdzie jest?
A fishmonger can't sell weak old fish. Where's that husband of yours? Off fishing again.
No glory, no hope. Nothing but snow, silent as a corpse.
Stand up, Halfdan. I'm taking you back to Jorvik. Up, my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk. Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother, Ivar. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother and never said a word. You kept this from me.
It was no secret. Appa knew. Did he not?
Leave me.
I will not. I've come to see you safely home. Now, get up.
I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not well, Eivor.
I'll find your hammer, and then you'll come with me.
I was on my way to Scarborough. If you find my hammer, bring it to me there.
Serio? Całe szczęście, że to jest ciut bliżej. Boże, nie będzie. Że mu pies zabrał młot.
Have a look, Sunan. There's Bjornson, guarding the hammer. Half-drunk needs his hammer.
I za mną podążył.
Show me.
A, będzie za mną podążała psina. Czemu on jest jeszcze dalej? I on do cholery polas. W ciągu chwili potrafi przejść wie ile. To nie przejść. Jakbym nie zabił tego Mordrika, czy jakbym to miał... Tu jeleń mi wyskoczył. Możliwe, żebym tego... zadania nie miał. Albo mogłoby się to jeszcze inaczej skończyć. To wiem.
The lighthouse. Halfton awaits. This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfton. Remember that next time.
Nie wyjebie go do wody.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
With his hand on his axe, awaiting the maidens of the battle slain.
Now he drinks at our father's side, awaiting the war at the end of days. Beorton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives, but he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn.
Po prostu zapalić latarnię. Tylko sobie zsynchronizuję.
Let's see.
I teraz się udało. To wszystko? A, po prostu musiałem go odnaleźć, więc... Okej.
This one begins.
Pytanie, czy mogę go ulepszyć? A no mogę.
Long time ago, at a desert oasis, far away, a place of mist.
Good day, my lord.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Czyli później będzie jeszcze tutaj, tak? To chyba będzie ostatni wątek. No to...
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A no fajnie mam Gunnara.
Wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
Okej.
All right, I'll be Gunner's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
Jest. Zachodem dróg. Mi się znowu kurwa będzie przybliżało. Czyli gdzieś tutaj jest. No. I dotarłem. I teraz ich znaleźć. I gdzieś...
Spread your wings, Sunan.
Troszkę mi zeszło ze względu na to, że automatyczne dojechanie do pierwszego punktu obserwacyjnego było na obkrętkę. Ekologiczne dachy.
There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile like I haven't seen.
Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you've been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with Maisie Greeley.
Good to meet you as well.
Nic nie zrozumiał. Improwizujemy.
How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone.
Biorę
in her
shut up
section.
and take my money.
She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal. But she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Nach Mom and Dad carried them gilly than Anun. Cannon have drews me.
Bridget Manpower, the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim Jolch. You throw bags of iron sich o gwmpas gilw. A teifr gal clis llawn.
Eivor
No
tak
daylight to waste then, huh?
So the elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the Mercians here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger?
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let us bring a few back.
Cały czas czuję, że mnie korci w nosie i chcę kichnąć.
There is the elderman. Kunan!
Jakim
Good
głosem to
leader,
powiedział?
seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Fajne ma,
Then let's
nie wiem,
introduce
to
you to
porole na
Tempter.
głowie. Nie wiem. Ozdoby głowy, czy coś tego typu?
Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Ealdorman after Cunan. Tevder, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick, the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
The way people here talk, Cunan's boots will be hard to fill. And your feet look small.
All good friendships often start with wit battles.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your lands safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevder? Cider?
No Jezu. Jak on się stara, żeby oni się nie
You must be
pokłócili.
Eivor. Tevder, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevder, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan. But your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man. He speaks tirelessly.
Czy mglisy bym nie
If you
powiedział.
will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Cunon, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then,
Już widzę,
by
czemu
my
będzie
honor,
trudno
I shall
dorównać
not
jemu.
rest until I return him to you safely. Aye,
Ale są za
Tevder?
to nastawiony
I see I
bardzo
am
pozytywnie do
outmatched.
wszystkich.
Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then?
Historia ponoć nie bierzemy.
Samhain. Cunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Ealdorman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we not going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenhelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You are a kinder man than the mask you wear. But you won't be rid of me. I will keep my word to Cunan for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I will not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tefter.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tefter, get to safety.
Dziki, kurwa.
Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from?
Właśnie, że coś tak brakowało jednego.
That was close. Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It's good I was here to protect you. Maybe Kunan has the eyes of prophecy.
Splewed, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester. Unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
No... No Eivor trochę tak... niecierpliwy. Nie dał się człowiekowi w spokoju, a pomodlić. No koń się dziwił. Po co ja wiem, konia co sprawował? A licho.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. We were accosted by a group of boars.
Odd, but path na usually south. To the Brievo.
Eivor, może przyznaj się,
But
że nie
you saved
rozumiesz.
his hide.
Co to
I
mówi.
bet it was quite the sight. Two of you as a pair.
I kept my word to Kunan, and that spatcock Tefter lives.
Restraint, Eivor? I was half expecting you to wallop the lad around the head and ass.
I've bridged hands with most of England, Gunnar. And I've held my temper around worse than Tefter. I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Niguiscalan Vela Sprudjan and Creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Gloucester gives their
Czemu
clubs
Eivor się nie
to
przyznasz, że
otherworldly
nic nie
visitors,
rozumiesz?
and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty
Albo chociaż
yourself.
zapytaj, w jakim
Really
języku
given?
mówi.
I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then
Może
we
ma
turn
taki
you
akcent.
into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Lywd. Now, let's hooden. Become the Mary Lywd, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you
No
cannot
i do
have your
drzwi,
cloak back
do
on the
drzwi.
landing.
Czy ja mam tak po prostu
I'll
serio?
keep this covering. Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I will fill your shop with sheep. Gottfried!
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Lywd. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Sour night and the moon is high. Mary Lywd haunts my door.
Zimno wszędzie, głucho wszędzie, balu piorun i się... Kurwa, jakie dobre nawiązanie.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Here then. Sweets for the Mary Lywd. You've earned it.
Dziady mogę kurwa
I'm
napieprzeć.
playing the role of trickster spirit.
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask
A nie,
and
bo to
some
jest...
sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle
Kurwa,
star.
dziady mogą odjebać.
Are you ready to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
Puka mi, krąży i puka. Dajcie mi piwo i... Kurwa, słucha.
Hope to gods this Mary Lywd doesn't fail.
Ah, have a cake for your troubles then.
Się sera.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
Gdzieś tu jeszcze chyba...
Eivor, mighty warrior, knocker of doors.
Nie, ta maska mi się
victor
podoba.
of caves. How does it feel to pillage
A coś kojarzy tą taką tradycję, tak nie pamiętam... Gdzieś podobno było.
Good!
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Aha, po prostu
Look at these
przyszedł.
cakes! Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar! My cakes!
Kurwa, rozległo tak.
In the mist of the night, they saw a woman at the crossroads.
Ja się nie dziwię czemu.
Gunnar! Damn
That
deserter.
cloth is. Take your false gods and piss off back.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hood him more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ in tall.
Pay for your sins. It's you lot we should be burning alive.
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Gloucester?
They know how to have fun. Four spears! My leg!
Gunnar!
Fianna Valis Macallon.
Kurwa, zrobiłem unik.
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of
Kurwa, tą
wounds.
maskę zdjąć.
Ty Lucas. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
Your aid is welcome.
Men drown themselves in ale on Samhain. But I fear for the fragile peace when Tewdwr becomes eldermen.
With Dina fall, regardless of pwysedd pŵer.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwyneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salt.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before you return.
Give me strength.
My mam modern is known am a humor tywyll gydran.
I'm glad you're all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tewdwr's shoulders.
Modron, you don't have to save his leg. I will understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
That's Oscar. To mam nie to, co powinienem mieć. Dobra, w tym momencie dokończymy. Tyle ode mnie. Dzięki za oglądanie. Widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku. Bye.